The actor Michael Madsen has died. If you were to make a list of cult actors, the performers who drew a small but devoted following, Michael Madsen would probably be pretty high on the list. He was a prolific actor, appearing in nearly 170 movies. He has credits in Thelma and Louise, The Doors, Wyatt Earp, Donnie Brasco, and was known for playing a tough guy.
But the works that people will remember him for are likely his collaborations with Quentin Tarantino, in particular his performance as Mr. Blonde in Tarantino's heist movie Reservoir Dogs. That was a breakout role for him, and our Rob Caldwell got to talk with him about it in 2010.
I don't think any of us really knew what we were doing. I mean, it wasn't like we were sitting around thinking that it was going to be this great thing that everybody would remember. I think that we just wanted to be cool. We wanted to be like Harvey Keitel, you know, and Harvey was the man, you know, and we were just a bunch of idiots. And you know, it was a lot of nonsensical violence, basically. But you know, it's a piece of art, and it was Quentin's first movie, and I feel now like I'm really happy to have been part of it, and maybe it's better that I didn't really know what we were doing, because if I was more conscious of it, I might have been, you know, I don't know. It's not good to think about acting that much. It's better to just not think about it.
Now, despite his belief that acting was a job you were better off not thinking about, it was very clear that he put a fair amount of thought into it.
In fact, he wrote poems about it. That soundbite you just heard was from our talk with him when he was promoting his book of poetry. Here's the rest of that conversation.
You think you're a better actor now than you were 20 years ago?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. It's really not for me to say. I mean, I think it's a complicated thing to do. I mean, it's not like, it depends on who's photographing you. It depends on the way the movie's cut. It depends on the other actors you interact with. It's a big bag of tricks. It's, you know, you're only as good as the people you're surrounded by.
Well, you've made a ton of movies, and there are good ones that people know. People went to see Thelma and Louise, Reservoir Dogs, Free Willy, Donnie Brasco, Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2, and then there are, what, 100 plus, way over 100 more that you've done that, you know, some straight to video, some cult favorites, some outright bombs.
I make a living, and when you have children to take care of and a mortgage to pay, you have to weigh out the odds of these things. I don't have the luxury of sitting around and pontificating about a screenplay and my next job, or whether or not Steven Spielberg's going to call me, because chances are he's not.
You get cast a lot as a tough guy, and you're right about that in one of the poems in the book, where the poem is kind of set. You're hanging out in a cafe, and you say, "Smoking unfiltered Camels because the guy in the shop recognized me and I didn't want to let him down. People have expectations of me, and it's not always easy to live up to."
No, it isn't, man. It's, you know, you develop certain habits, I think. I enjoy unfiltered cigarettes, even though they're obviously not good for you. But Pierce Brosnan is a good friend of mine. And he told me about playing James Bond. He actually got me the part in Die Another Day. Look at him. You'd think he was some kind of a hero. And I knew Pierce before he was James Bond and after. And he said to me once, you know, that it was very funny because while he was doing the Bond pictures, he would find himself in public unconsciously starting to act like James Bond, you know? And he said, oh man, he would catch himself doing it. And I knew exactly what he was talking about, because you find yourself imitating yourself.
I think I got maybe about one more question for you, and I want to refer to another poem here. Untitled. Are you happy with me, Lord? I would like you to be. I've been wrong a lot along the way, but always wanted to be in your grace and blessings. You think you're getting grace and blessings?
I think I've been getting grace and blessings for a very, very long time, even though I haven't always been deserving of it. I don't know. I say my prayers at night, put it that way. I encourage my kids to do the same thing. At the end of it all, man, it's more about them than it is about me.
Michael Madsen, 67 years old. His representatives say he died from cardiac arrest. Notable face, notable voice.